we're taught that we need to go to school, we need to get a job, we have to earn money, because the whole basis of our society is based on the value of money and possessions. And so that ruins our whole life, and you and I are part of this society, and that's why we get sick. But there are other ways of developing societies. They don't have to be developed this way. Just because everyone else goes in that direction, does that mean that I go in the same direction as everybody else? I have a choice. I can go in a different direction, but no one tells me any other way, because this is the only way we're supposed to go. But I'm just going to tell you that we can actually establish a new society on this earth, and we can develop a society that's based on totally different value systems. And so that's what I'm really all about. I've come across 1,000 acres in the northern part of New South Wales. The land faces the Queensland border. And so what I would like to do down there is to develop a whole village. What we want to do is to establish a place where people can live, obviously growing their own foods. It's a village which is going to be based on a system where material possessions aren't the most important thing in life. Here's just some of the views of the property. As you can see, it's very beautiful. It's unfortunately, the photos don't really do justice to it, because you can see the Great Dividing Range there. These are some of the views of various parts of the property. That's me talking to the real estate agent. And this is part of the inland part of the property. Soil, it's volcanic soil because it's just north of Mount Warning, which is very fertile soil. So we'd like to establish gardens through here, and people can come and have houses there. That's Mount Warning that you saw. That's Ball Top Mountain. All these are views from the land. Mount Warning again. So you can see it's very beautiful, and I'm sure we can establish a lot of people in here. In fact, according to the laws of New South Wales, we can have up to 80 houses to be built on this area. 1,000 acres is a pretty big block of land, and we would like to have it as an educational environment centre as well. My idea is that not only can we live there and establish our own village, and those people that are into raw foods or into natural foods will be able to explore that possibility in a large way, but we'd like to invite the public in, and so it'll, in part of the section, will be sectioned off so that the public can actually come in and learn about this society that's developing along different lines, as I said, to the normal society. And will be like a lesson book to the rest of the world as to how we should live. And people can come in, you'll have busloads of tourists coming in, and they'll be able to see what we do there, see all the alternative energy components of the village, and they'll be able to just be awe-inspired as to looking at some of the people that are living there and how fantastic they look, because they're living a lifestyle that nature really designed us to live, not the lifestyle we're living now. How we've divorced ourselves away from nature, living in strange conditions that the human body was never meant to live in.
Whereabouts is it? Do you have the point of that?
It's in Limpinwood. Yep, there we have it here.
How do you spell that?
Just Limp, L-I-M-P, I-N, and then Wood, W-O-O-D. As you can see, it's just west of Willumbar. The coast, of course, is just down here. It's east of the Great Dividing Range, so it's in a very strategic position in that the cold winds don't come into here, because the Great Dividing Range is sheltering the cold westerly winds in the winter time. You get the nice easterly winds from the coast. There's no ranges to stop easterly winds coming through and you get the nice cool breezes in the summertime. The property is facing northeast, which is the most strategic position. If you're into permaculture and natural forms of agriculture, you'll realise that you need a northeast slope to make things work, to get the maximum winter sun. And yeah, and it's only an hour's drive to the airport at Coolangatta, from where all the people will be coming from, hopefully from various parts of Australia and other countries, to see the project once it's fully developed. So it's close enough to the tourists, yet it's far enough away that you can live a nice natural lifestyle without having to be in the thick of, or the centre of where the main population is. So it's really a good spot for lots of different reasons. The climate's very good. You can grow all your tropical fruits and your bananas and things. Similar climate to here. Gets a very good rainfall as well. It's one of those areas that receive a big rainfall, similar to the Gold Coast and the hinterland of northern New South Wales. So yeah, we thought a lot about it. The reason why we had to go to New South Wales, just over the border there, is because southeast Queensland laws prevent the establishment of communities. And so you can't, when you go into rural land in Queensland, particularly southeast Queensland, you can't have communities, they prevent it. Whereas you go in just over the border, and straight away the New South Wales laws are set up perfectly for communities. You can have, as I said, on 1,000 acres, you have up to 80 houses that can house people. And I think that's a wonderful law to allow people to do that, because you know, it's a shame that everyone's got to go to the cities and got to subdivide and live on these little blocks of land when we can go out where nature is and live a nice lifestyle amongst nature's grandeur of mountains and trees and things.
I just want to show the document that you sent me, Neil, which I'm going to send to your email individually. This is a beautiful PDF document that Neil put together, just to show you what it is.
Yes, we put together a number of pages just to give you an idea of what it's all about. We've called it Nature Restored because we're restoring nature back to how it should be again. The theme is really how humankind and nature can live in harmony together. That's what it's about. And so we don't have to call it that. It's very early stages at the moment. I'm just putting something together to spark our imagination up, if you like. But those people that there's one of the inhabitants eating bananas. So yes, I'm sure the foundation members of, because we're only in very early stages yet with this, those that are really excited about doing something like this, I'm sure will get in on the ground floor and be instrumental in not only naming the project but developing it as well. So, does that get you all excited? Or some of you?
Have you purchased the land yet?
Sorry?
Have you purchased the land
No,
yet?
we haven't yet.
Right.
In fact, next month I'm hoping to get a number of people, including some of you if you wish, to travel down there. We've got a date picked out, I think it was the 25th and 26th of September. That's the date that we picked out at the moment. Then we're still throwing that around a little bit. But if some of you are interested, you can contact me. I've got, that's my email address, and I think there's a phone number that will be going out to you as well. And so if you want to contact me, we will be heading down to the actual land on that date, probably for the full weekend. We're hoping to actually camp on the land over the weekend, and just to get a feel of it, because a lot of people are very much into energy, you see, and so sometimes you need to just stay there for a day or so just to feel how it feels, and if it feels like home to you, then I'm sure it will be one day.